So yeah, hey, I'm back. Yeah, so this video is I slept with my niece Leah, and the reason why I'm making this video because this chick that I was dating so happened to post some stuff on Facebook, said that I was sleeping with my niece, and then Gloria May told Caroline that she heard this girl on Facebook saying that I was sleeping with my niece. So she just wanted to tell Caroline, you know what I'm saying? So to go ahead and clear that up and tell y'all how that came about. Here go this story. So I'm working in Pennsylvania on a year and a half, 2-year project working for the union. And I was gonna make like over 300 and something grand on this project. Best job I ever had. So I ended up I ended up getting fired after about 6 months. Or 7 months, 8, whatever. I ended up getting fired, so I couldn't really complete the project. But within all that, about a month me being there, I ended up meeting this chick. And she was staying I swapped out one of my hotels from where I was at and went to another one, and she was there. So that's how we ended up hooking up. And she was on workman's comp because she's a nurse. She was a traveling nurse, during the COVID pandemic, and she was she was on workman's comp, so she was staying at the hotel, and she was suing the house better because she had got hurt there, and she was suing them for like $1 million or something like that. So me and this chick hooked up, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, hooked up for that whole time. From that month that I was there, we was together the whole time. She's from Atlanta, ended up going to Atlanta, meeting her parents, you know what I'm saying? We would go eat out, we would go, to the mall, we would shop, we just was having a good time. And one day I get a phone call. I'm on a job site, and the safety guy was like, "Hey man, I need to see you. You gotta come take a drug test." And I'm like, "What?" And like, "Yeah, you gotta take a drug test." And so on our way taking a drug test, but he was telling me that he was confused because no one here take drug tests. You know what I'm saying? So he don't know why I had to take a drug test. So I'm like, okay, well, damn. But I already knew I was dirty because, I had been smoking some weed. Man. And I hadn't smoked weed in a while from that point. But I just, I just started back smoking weed because I knew we didn't have to take no drug test. I didn't have to worry about nothing. A lot of people smoking. So I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and just get high. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started smoking. So boom, got fired, went back to the hotel, told her about it. And then she was like, oh, don't worry about it, babe. I'm getting this $1 million settlement and stuff like that, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I ain't tripping. I never had a woman took care of me before in my life. I'm not built like that, man. I'm going to take care of the woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm the provider, and if she working also, that's cool. But, I'm never going to have no woman take care of me, player. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not built like that. If the Most High willing, prevent some dumb shit happen to a nigga where I can't work, or you know what I'm saying. But I had to say that shit. Shit ain't finna happen, man. But anyway, so we end up coming back to Louisiana. I ended up taking her back to Louisiana with me. So we come to Louisiana, and she meet my kid, my niece, my nephew. She meet my sisters. She meet my family. So we in there, chopping it up, hanging out, stuff like that. But I'm still asking her like where this $1 million at, because she was supposed to buy me a truck, the truck that I was gonna buy once I was gonna complete that project. I was getting me a new truck, and so she was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get you that truck, because because before I got fired, I already done told her I didn't want to be with her no more, so I already done broke it off. But, she wasn't leaving me alone. But I pretty much had broke it off, told her I didn't want to be with her no more. It's done. You go your way, I go my way. Stuff like that. So, when I got fired, I you know what I'm saying? I had money saved up, but, it wasn't no $1 million. So that $1 million sounded good. So, like I said, she ended up coming to Louisiana with me, man. We chopping it up. She's staying at the house. And at this point, I was going through my divorce, so I let my ex-wife take like half of the stuff, or most of the stuff, like out the house, because she said that she was going to just buy all new furniture and everything. So I was like, all right, cool. Cause like I said again, she had this $1 million. So my baby mama, ex-wife, now took most of the stuff, and so she ended up buying like all new stuff, and she ended up spending like over $6,000 on the furniture. She gave me that. She ended up giving me like $4,000, and she spent like almost $8,000 or something like that on the fence. Well, I actually put $2,000 down on it. So, but anyway, she had to spend all this money, so I wasn't worrying about and then at this point too, we was going to like vacations. We're taking vacation. We was going like out of state. Went to like Houston a couple times, something like that. Anyway, we was going different places, and so to me it seemed like she had got this money already because she was spending so much money. So I really wasn't tripping about the truck because we was already leaving and taking care of business. So I really wasn't tripping about it. And at this point, months that then went by, probably like what 2 months that then went by, and I'm like, hey, like and I hadn't been working, you know what I'm saying? Because she had this $1 million. Y'all probably keep hearing me saying that for a while. And so I figured I didn't have to work no more. Felt about 2 months, you know what I'm saying? It was like stuff was starting to get tight to where it seemed like she didn't have that much more money. But I wasn't tripping because I kept asking what about the $1 million. So she was saying that she would have it. She already had it, but she didn't want to like show it. She wanted me to prove to her that I loved her before she just showed me she had this $1 million and ditch out on. I ain't tripping. Like I said, again, she hadn't spent all this money, so I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? And then I say probably another month passed by, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, look here, you going to tell me something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm starting to feel like your ass lying about something. And she never would want to tell me. So I said, well, look here, forget about it. I said, well, look, I'm going to go ahead and get me a job. And I ended up getting me a job, you know what I'm saying, with Akron NDT. I ended up getting me a job. And they ended up giving me a nice ass King Ranch truck. So I had my truck, King Ranch, and I wasn't even tripping. I'm like, man, I got a nice truck anyways. I'm like, man, I'm going to let her do her thing because I know the money good. So I ain't tripping. So I'm going back to work, you know what I'm saying? So again, so I guess about another month, 2 months passed by. So I guess we about damn near 4 or 5 months in to us being back to Louisiana. And about 2 months of me being working now. So and I'm still chiefing though, you know what I'm saying? I'm still burning. And I'm still asking her about the money and she ain't telling me nothing. So I'm like, man, look, fuck that. I said, you gonna tell me something. I said, you lying about the money? I said, if you lying, just tell me the truth. I said, because I'm really not tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I like you. So just like, tell me the truth. If you got the money, you don't. If you do, what's up, man? Start like break me off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she was like, I'm about to give you like 20 racks or some shit like that, man. So I done got fed up with the chick, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be with her no more. And she kind of, and I told her if she don't like tell me the truth, she got to go. So she wanted to show. She actually ended up going to work at the nursing home at being a nurse at 2 places out here. You know what I'm saying, to bring money. And I kind of thought that was weird because I'm like, why you want to work if you feeling like get broken off and all this and that. So this is also within the 2 months that I got that job. She had got that one too. So like I said, I was tired of being with her, and then all of a sudden one day I go to work. Oh, after work, actually, I don't know. I get a call from my company talking about, hey man, you on drugs, you smoking weed and stuff like stuff like that. I'm like, what? I'm like, hell no. So, well, actually, I don't know. Did I say that? Well, the supervisor was like, some woman called up here and said that you on drugs, so you got to talk to human resource. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. He called me up, my project manager. He called me up and said, hey man, human resource is gonna call you. They need to talk to you about something. So I'm like, okay, well, what is it? He said, well, someone reported you that you was smoking weed or you high or something like that. So they got to talk to you about it. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, so they about to call you. So boom, hung the phone up. human resource give me a call, talking to the lady. So she's like, we don't know why women do this to their husbands, but this ain't the first time this happened. But your wife called over here and said that you were smoking weed, you on drugs, you go to work high and stuff like that. So we just got to call you and talk to you about it because she reported it. But we talked to we talked to the lead on the project, we talked to your project manager, and we asked them about you and how you was, and everybody just had nothing but good things to say about you. So she goes, therefore we're not gonna fire you, but you're gonna have to get clean. I think they gave me like 3 months to get clean. Well, anyway, after 3 months, because it takes 3 months to do a hair follicle. After 3 months, if you don't do drugs after 3 months, your hair follicle, you should be clean. So after that was over, I took a hair follicle, but I passed it because I wasn't on drugs anymore. God damn, she was still down. Man, that won't be that long for a long time. God damn. But anyway, so yeah. So I was. Oh my God, I can't. Man. Anyway, I was on my way home, and it dawned on me. I was drove at this point. I said, man, this bitch gonna call up and say something about it. I've been on drugs and this and that. Like I said, man, I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm really trying to just think about this stuff. This video probably gonna be longer than the other one. But I ended up calling her up and asking her about it. She was lying about it, talking about, oh no, they lied. That wasn't me. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Because she was at work too. She had to been at work. God damn, man, I'm messing this video all up. But anyway, she was at work, and I was just waiting for her to come home. So whenever before I got home, it dawned on me. I was like, man, I wonder if she was the one who called on the Pennsylvania job and got me, you know what I'm saying, and got me fired. So anyway, I called the Pennsylvania project. I called them back up because I was cool with the supervisors and I was cool with them cats out there. So I ended up hitting them up. Call back up there. I said, hey man, you remember when I got fired? I'm like, did y'all ever hear about how that happened? So they was like, yeah, man, a woman called up here and said that you was some woman called up here and said that you was on drugs, and said that all of us was on drugs, like the whole company or some shit like that. I was like, what? They was like, yeah. And so whenever they told me that, bro, it was like my blood started balling. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was gonna make over 300 and something grand on that project, man, that was behind her, why I ended up losing the job. So boom, I get home, you know what I'm saying? Get home, we talked about it, told her that I knew it was her that got me fired on the Pennsylvania job. They told me about it. She swearing to God up and down that she ain't the one that done it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her that she called up on this job. She's still swearing to God she's still swearing up and down to God that she ain't done it. Even though the human resource woman told me it was my wife. Even though I wasn't married to the woman, but that's just the term they use. So I had to put my foot down. I didn't want in the house anymore. I was like, man, it's done. You out of here. Like right now, you gone. So whenever she realized I was serious, she said, I'm calling the police and telling them that you hit me. I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, I'm calling the police and telling them that you hit me. So at this point, I'm like damn, like this shit really finna happen? Like she really finna do this? And I live in the most dominated, white neighborhood and stuff like that. So I'm like, damn, white woman. I mean, she say she was Indian. She got her skin was like darker than most white people's skin, but she say she was Indian, but that's a white woman. And I'm like, man, a white woman. I'm like, a white woman, and I'm in this neighborhood. I said, man, they gonna hang my ass. That shit ain't never happened to me before, so reality kicked in. I kind of got scared. So I called my niece and my nephew and my son. Oh boy, I called them in the room. I said, hey, look, man, we gotta pray, bro. I said, we gotta say a prayer. So we said that prayer, son. We said that prayer. You know what I'm saying? Said that prayer. And police come over there. Talking about, hey, man, woman say you hear to this and that. They walk in the house and say, hey, look, I got some camera there in the corner. Point the camera. Say, look, I ain't put my hands on a woman. I said my piece, they said theirs. So they said, well, we had to come because, she called, she reported it. So police go outside, go back, talk to her. She come in the house, so she goes, so you gonna kick me out? I said, what? She go, well, they waiting for me to press charges, but if you ain't gonna kick me out, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm not gonna press charges. But if you gonna kick me out, I'm gonna go ahead and press charges. I said, man, do what the hell. I said, do whatever the hell you want to do. And But I said, okay, well, I said, well, okay, I ain't gonna kick you out. And so the police left. And once the police left, we got talking again. And then she wanted to like be all like nothing just didn't happen. Like really, like nothing just didn't happen. So something happened. I don't know. I got mad at her again. I was like, look here, I want you out my goddamn house. So she called the police right back. Police come right back, and it was like, so she was pressing charges. So I'm telling the police, look here, man. So I'm telling them the real story. I'm like, I don't want this woman in my house. I want her gone. And, and one of the officers was like, well, since you brought her from Pennsylvania and the state of Louisiana, you can't, like, kick them out. You can't, like, evict them like that. Because I was telling them to take out my house and get going. So, fellas, if y'all didn't know this, according to what they told me, you can't bring a woman from somewhere else and just kick out your house because by law you got to keep it out. That's some dumb shit. But the other police came back there later and told me that the officer said that wasn't true. I guess he remembered about the camera that I had, so he was like trying to clear everything up. So, yeah, man. So, that part kind of went down. But so anyway, like I said, I'm trying to make the long story short. So they left, and she ended up still staying there a little while longer. But within that process, I'm not having sex with her no more. You know what I'm saying? This woman, she disgusted me, man. I just couldn't have sex with her anymore. And she was like, well, if you ain't having sex with me, who you having sex with? I say, man, I ain't having sex with nobody. But I'm working with like 2 females on the job site. So she calling up on the job site, harassing everybody, bro. Even calling a female. I don't know how she even got their numbers, bro. The company had to call up and talking about, hey, man, we're gonna press charges on you if you keep calling up here harassing people. So some of that stuff went down. So it got to the point, bro, to where, like I said, man, it got to the point to where I just really, really got fed up with it. She would come in the bedroom in the middle of the night, bro, and wake me up and sit on the edge of the bed and just stare at me and wake me up and talking about, you're not going to sleep until I tell you you're going to sleep. I'm like, what? She go, yeah, if all I got to do is call the police one more time, you're going to jail. That's what they told me. You're going to jail this time. So I'm like, man, this bitch kind of got me in a motherfucking spot, man. I'm like, fuck. So, nigga, I'm in this whole nigga, like, tired like a motherfucker, sleepy as hell. This whole on the end of the bed with her legs crossed, nigga, like a stupid motherfucker that's staring at me, nigga, just like, and as soon as I go to sleep, she goes, oh, you ain't going to sleep, Oh, boy. Hey, look, bro, it was way worse than that, bro. Trust me. The shit was intense. It was way worse than that, man. Damn, it was worse than that, boy. Okay, God put me in it. God put me through it on that one. So it'd be hours that went by, son. And then she'd be like, okay, well, you can go to sleep. I'm like, this bitch, nigga. And I fought right to sleep because I was so tired, my nigga. So anyway, man, like I said, that went on for a little while. So I really got to a point to where I was just like, I didn't care if I went to jail or not. So that happened again where I'm just like, you getting about my goddamn house. So I'm like, I'm calling the police. Told my son, my niece and nephew all packed that shit up, was leaving. Got in the company truck and we was leaving. Man, this hoe jumped in my truck and backed up the block until I couldn't even go nowhere. And so I'm just honking the horn, making all kind of noise so the neighbors come out. I'm like, man, help. Like, man, help, nigga, call the cops on this dumb bitch. Who wouldn't even let me out. So I ended up leaving. Boom. Ended up leaving. And so I guess about 20 minutes up the road, I get a call from my parents talking about why you hit our daughter. I'm like, what you mean? I ain't hit nobody. Like, yeah, she got all kind of bruises in her face. She got all kind of bruises in her face, so why you hit her? I'm like, man, I don't know what y'all talking about. I said, she got some bruises. She hit herself and put the bruises in her face. I said, I ain't put my hands on that woman. I don't even put my hands on a woman. I ain't never hit a woman before in my life, and I ain't planning on no time soon. So I ended up minutes later, I get a call from the police talking about, hey, man, you put the woman on the hand, you over there. So my neighbor called me up also like, hey, man, you got all kind of cops over here. Like, what's going on? I'm like, what? He said, yeah, like 8, 9 of them out here, like cars. I'm like, what? So I ended up calling up the police station and telling the police, like, hey man, I got this crazy ass woman in my house. I need to go, I don't want her over there, go blah blah this. So the police called me like hey Nick, like, man, hey, what's going on? They like, man, we're already over here. She's talking about, and when she got bruises, talking about you hit her, and so you fled the scene, so you need to come back over here. So I've explained myself to the police, like, what happened. I said, hey, man, I got witness. I don't care about none of that. She hit herself. I ain't put my hand on a woman. That woman hit herself. So we kind of stayed on the phone for a little while, and I was like, and he said, why you leave? I said, man, what you mean? I said, I'm a black dude in a white neighborhood. Oh, no, Mr. Straight Hand. You ain't playing the race card here. You ain't putting that race card on this one. I said, well, look, man. I said, what you want me to do? I said, I got witnesses. She lying. He said, well, look here, man. You're going to handle this like a man. He said, you're going to take care of this. He said, you're going to take care of this business on your own. You're going to handle this like a man. And if both of y'all call us up again, both of y'all going to jail. We don't care. We coming to pick both of y'all up next time y'all call us. That boy hung the phone up, man. So I'm like, okay, well, damn. So that happened. Ended up going back to the house. You know, later on, ended up going back to the house. Man, this bitch got bruises all in her face, son. And my niece Leah started laughing. She like, girl, like, did you hit yourself? Like, how in the hell you got all these bruises in your face? Did you hit yourself? And at this point, nigga, I'm going in her. Because I already know she ain't calling the police no more. You know what I'm saying? The police already done said we both going to jail. And I knew that she knew that too. You know what I'm saying? So she wasn't even threatening me to call the police no more. So I said, I'm about to get in this bitch ass. I'm about to get in her ass now. So nigga, I'm going off. I'm clowning. I'm picking at her. I'm going off. I'm going in on her. And so, you know, still on the phone back and forth with the parents. So I tell her, Dad, look here, man, you got to come get your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Got to come get your daughter. He like, man, he said it like that, like if he just ain't want to even deal with that bitch. So he like, man, David, I tell you what you do. He said, man, if you get her around her, you know what I'm saying, give her a little bit of money, and then she come back. So that's what I did. When I got her around her, you know what I'm saying, I'm still skipping a lot of stuff too, y'all, because this video is already 30 minutes in. Well, 22 minutes in. And it's going to be probably well over 30 minutes if I don't cut it short. So, boom. End up doing that. And I get a call a few days later. And so I'm so happy at this point, man, I finally got out of my house. A few days later, whatchamacallit, I only got it for like 2 days. Enterprise called me up talking about, hey, you didn't turn the vehicle in. I'm like, what? So I call her up. She announced. She talking about she turned the vehicle in, this and that. But I'm like, they saying you ain't turning the vehicle in. So I go up there to the Enterprise. They like, no, nothing got been reported. Calling her back because she talking about, you know, fuck you, blah blah this. I turn the vehicle in. So wherever it's at, I don't know. That's on you. I'm like, this motherfucking bitch got that fucking vehicle. So they like, hey, you got to do a police report, you know, saying that it been stolen. Call the police over there. Just so happened it was one of the niggas that came to the house whenever all this was going on. But they never met me. I never had, well, yeah, with the first two, but this one that came, he wasn't there. So he ended up getting on the phone, telling her that, you know, it's going to be a felony, blah, blah, that, man. Like, and within like 3 minutes, nigga, she sent me a picture of the car, took a picture of the car license plate at the place. So I showed them that. And then before we left, it was cleared up that it was there. So it's everything checked out. So after that happened, nigga, it wasn't long after that, nigga, that's whenever Caroline hit me up talking about, hey, I want to say probably the next day, you sleep with my daughter, brother? I'm like, what? She go, yeah, you sleep with my motherfucking daughter? I say, hell no, so where the fuck you get that from? She go, well, that crazy bitch that she was with posted on Facebook that she sleep with my daughter, and Miss Gloria May told me some stuff about it. I said, what? I said, hell no. I said, so, you know, we going to Carolina, we all talking about it, you know what I'm saying? So apparently, you know, the shit ain't happened, so, you know, they clear that up, but I didn't know she did all this. Then a few more days later, the social worker comes to my house, hit me up talking about, hey, we got to go to your house. And because, you know, you're having sex with your niece and then, you know, you're beating on them kids. Oh, boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? I said, yeah, this woman called up and said that you got all that stuff going on over there. So I said, okay, man, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Social workers come over there, bro. That little thing was bad, too, bro. Come over there, man, you know what I'm saying? And so she and that talking to me about everything, talking about you got to do a drug test, this and that. So she was a female. She like, well, you know, I can't go in there with you, you know, so can I trust that you gonna do the right thing? I said, yes, I'm telling you right now, I'm a fail for marijuana because that's all I smoke. That's all I do. So she go, okay, boom. Went and did the drug test, came back, she looked, she go, yeah, you fell for marijuana, but you fell for, like, whenever you on heroin, they give you some stuff to like wean you off, opiate. I'm not sure, but she goes, you fell for that too. I'm like, what? I said, man, I don't even do none of that. She goes, well, yeah. She goes, well, is it anything that she cooked for you or make for you that she only wants you to eat? Maybe she put it. I said, man, you right. I said, bro, she like making. I said I love guacamole, and she make guacamole, and she always made me some like for myself because the kids would eat it, but she always made me some because it was spicy. I said that's why. I said she was putting it inside of that. You know what I'm saying? And so I ended up falling for that too. So the woman said, look, don't even trip. She goes, you'll be surprised. She was telling me like they deal with this case a lot. They even go to people that's on heroin, crack cocaine, crystal meth, different drugs. But she goes, we don't take their kids away from them because their house is like in order. Like the kids not starving, their house not junky, they don't look like they trash people, they got good jobs, stuff like that. They just do drugs. You know what I'm saying? So she goes, we don't take kids away like that. It's only whenever they like taking food out the kids' mouth, hurting the kids, a liability to their own kids. So I have none of that going. So man, they end up talking to Leah, my son, and Cornelius, all that, all that stuff got cleared up. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff got cleared up. So I might put the paper in a link or something, but I got the paper showing that I was cleared of all that stuff. So she actually wanted me to press charges on that lady because she said, that's against the law, so she wanted me to press charges. So I ended up going to the police station to press charges, get a restraining order and press charges. And when I walked in there, bro, and told them what was going down, man, them people were so happy. It was like 3 or 4 white ladies. They were so happy to help me out. But as soon as I told them it was a white woman, oh, man, it was like their attitude, everything changed. Oh, well, it ain't going to be that. You can't just come in here and, you got to have reports, you got to have evidence. Everything changed. So I already knew what that was about. So I left it alone. I said, man, look, I ain't even worried about it. I just took the form that they wanted me to fill out before they found out that it was a white woman. Took it, went back home, didn't worry about it. And yeah, man, so anyway, so that's why this lie came about that I slept with my niece because number one, I quit sleeping with her because I just didn't want to be with her no more. Like I said, once I found all that out and she did all that, I would just discuss it with this woman. Like, who would want to still sleep with somebody like that? So I guess she and I guess what she really was really mad about because she had spent all her money. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't getting no settlement. She had lied about that, and to fool me, to keep me, because like I said, before we even left, I didn't want to even be with her no more. So she tricked me with this $1 million scheme, and so she already had been a traveling nurse according to her. She lied. She been lying so much. I don't even know how long. But anyway, so she spent like let's say 8 on the fence, 6. And then 4, so that's 10. So 18, and then plus going all the vacation, that's probably another good 7 or 10, and then the little stuff that she was buying. So she probably spent another 30 grand altogether, if not more, bro. I'm missing out a lot of stuff, man. I'm missing out a lot of stuff. We did a lot of things. So that was probably all the money she had saved up, and then she had to go back empty-handed. I had to get her around her, and I had to give her like $300 or $150. I wasn't something like I can't remember. But anyway, so all that was gone. So all that money she had worked for was gone. So I could see why she was pissed off, and then I wasn't having sex with her no more, to where she had to make up something like that. So that's how that lie came about, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why this lie keep following me that I had sex with my sister, my niece, stuff like that, bro. I ain't never had no sex with none of my sisters or any of my cousins, bro. And I do have some good looking ass cousins, but I ain't never had sex with none of my goddamn cousins, man. Or my niece, for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Or any of my nieces. So, yeah, man. That's just me clearing my name up on this bullshit. And if you know how to read energy, you probably can tell that from my energy that you can see that this shit is all a lie any goddamn ways. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So for y'all that's believing this shit, man, stop believing that lie. Anytime y'all hear somebody that say something that I slept with my sisters or my sister and that kid is mine, or I slept with my niece or kinfolk of mine, man, just shut them down. You know what I'm saying? tell them like, hey, that man not here to defend himself. Hey, my number is 337-515-3840. Give them that number. Tell them niggas to call me up, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell them niggas to call me up, man. We can go ahead and we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about it because apparently you got a problem and you need some healing. You need some help, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't none of that shit happen, man. Ain't none of that shit happen, son. That's the crazy thing about it, bro. That shit been following me for so long to where even if you see this video or people tell you about this video, you probably have been believing it for so long to where it done got your goddamn bone marrow to where you ain't going to even want to unbelieve it. You're going to still want to believe it because it felt so good to you to believe this because you finally thought you had something on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a chosen seed, baby. You can't touch me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't touch me, man. And chosen people go through a lot. I ain't saying they going through what I went through, but, you know, we go through a lot, man. A lot of the stuff be some lies that people be putting on us, bro. And that's one of the lies, man. So, yeah, I don't want to come on here, like I said, public platform. You know, and this bad boy going on Twitter, which is X now, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Shit, they had one called Maybach. Nigga, that bitch be going on that one, too. It's going on every platform that I can put it on. Every platform I got an account, it's going on there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, stop believing that shit, man. I can imagine a motherfucker that done died that probably believed this and died. You know what I'm saying? That's sad, man. It's a sad thing for a person, for that to happen to a person. Dying and believing lies. But, you know, we do that all the time, man. You know, all the time that happens to us. And I really want to say some other stuff too, but like I said, I'm gonna make I'm about to start making content, and I'm about to explain a lot of things that happened to me in my life. And I bet I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some calls from niggas. Hey nigga, I know I did. Hey, don't be putting me in your video. Hey nigga, don't be that. Nigga, look. If it's something that happened to me, nigga, I'm putting that bitch out there, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm clearing my conscience on everything, bro. On everything, man. You know what I'm saying? God damn, you got a fucking video up on now. On everything, man. You know, I'm clearing my conscience on everything. So, yeah, man. That's it, man. So y'all got the true story. I got the real story from me. From you know, from the horse's mouth, bro. You know, ain't none of this shit happen, big dog. Ain't none of that shit happen, dog. So y'all can stop believing that shit. Stop telling that story, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now that I put it out there, and now that y'all know that I'm chosen, I'm gonna send out a vibration, a wave from my inner being. I know who the hell I am, big dog. I know that I'm God and God is me. But I do love that we got to create us above all things. You understand that? I know who the hell I am. You know, I don't believe in all that stuff that I grew up believing no more, man. Which is, I do respect Jesus Christ, which I call me Yeshua. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? I respect him. And I respect God of God, Lord of Lords, you know, the Most High that created all the universe and the multiverse, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take none of that away that y'all believe. I just don't call him Jesus Christ anymore. I call him by his real name, Yeshua. I don't call him God no more. I call him the Most High. You know, and I call them the ancestors because that is my ancestors. That's a lot of our ancestors. So I don't use none of them terms anymore. But nevertheless, I'm still on the same thing, but I just, you know, upgraded on like different names and stuff like that. So that being said, like I said, bro, stop saying that stuff, bro, because I already done made like a decree with the Most High. I already done asked the Most High, if anybody's saying that stuff still after I done made myself clear online, make them go blind, make them go deaf, make them swallow their goddamn tongue. You know what I'm saying? To where they would know that they got to stop saying this stuff. Because we actually got those kind of powers. We just know how to tap into it. You know, we've been dumbed down so much, bro. But anyway, yeah, man. You know, y'all got the, y'all got what's going on, man. So, that's it, big dogs. You know, ain't none of that stuff happen. So, stop believing it. Anybody else that say something about it, go ahead and chop them up. Give them my number that y'all heard I put out there. That way I can go off. That way I can go off on them myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all a lie, man. So anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all niggas hit like, smash, like. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel when I get them going out there. Share the videos and leave your comment. Look, you know what I really want to know? This for the people that that I grew up with. You know, this for the people that's from Camden. Or from wherever you at, if you heard about it. If you don't mind, kindly, sir, or kindly, ma'am, put in the comments and tell me when you heard it, if you heard it, how you heard it, and who you heard it from, if you don't mind putting the person's name out there. Or be like, it's someone that you know. Well, obviously gonna be someone that I know. So, but anyway, you know, just you know, leave a comment. You know, let me know if you heard about it. Because apparently, this had been going down for a long time, and I was the only one that didn't know nothing about it until this dumbass nigga said something what he said in the store, and that's what made me. That's what made it come out that motherfuckers really own this. They really like believing this stuff. So anyway, I may make another video, like a quick cap of everything that I went over, probably to fill some more stuff in or clear some stuff up, because I'm gonna watch these videos on my own to see if I did good or not, edit some stuff, whatever I gotta do. But other than that, man, thank y'all for watching the video. Ain't none of that shit happen. Subscribe to my channel when I get my shit out. I'm about to bring y'all some good ass worship music, all kind of different type of music. And as y'all see, I got my shit. Look, boy, I got my shit nice. Look at that, boy. I got that old nice Apollo interface. Look at that, boy. Hey. So yeah, I'm coming with some stuff, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Later.